Eldoria was an ancient forest filled with whispering trees and magical creatures. The air was always filled with a soft melodic hum, as if the forest itself was singing a timeless song. The trees, with their gnarled branches and vibrant leaves, seemed to communicate with one another, sharing secrets and stories of old. Nestled among these ancient trees was a quaint village, a place where time seemed to stand still. This village was home to Liora, a young girl with a heart as pure as the forest streams. Liora had a special gift. She could understand the whispers of the forest. From a young age, she could hear the trees' gentle murmurs and the soft rustling of leaves that spoke of ancient tales. The villagers relied on the forest for their sustenance and shelter. The forest provided them with fruits, nuts, and herbs, and its sturdy trees offered wood for their homes. The animals of the forest were not just creatures, but friends and protectors. But Liora was different. She could talk to the animals and plants, and they shared their secrets with her. The birds would sing songs of distant lands, and the flowers would tell her about the changing seasons. One day, while wandering through the forest, Liora heard a faint cry coming from its deepest part. It was a sound filled with sorrow and desperation. She followed the sound, her heart pounding with curiosity and concern, until she reached a clearing where the majestic heartwood tree stood. The heartwood tree was the largest and oldest tree in Eldoria, a guardian of the forest's ancient wisdom. But now it was in pain. Its once lush leaves were wilting, and its mighty branches were bare. Liora placed her hand on its rough trunk and listened to its sorrow. The tree's whispers were filled with anguish, telling her of a darkness that was consuming its roots. This darkness, known as the shadow blight, was spreading through the forest like a disease, draining the life from everything it touched. The once vibrant and lively forest was now under threat, and Liora knew she had to act quickly to save her beloved home. The shadow blight was a terrible evil that devoured life and magic. It spread like a dark plague, consuming everything in its path, leaving nothing but desolation and despair. The once vibrant and thriving lands were now shrouded in darkness, and the mystical realm was on the brink of collapse. The heartwood tree, though weak, was the only thing that could stop it, but it needed Liora's help. This ancient tree, with roots that reached deep into the earth and branches that touched the sky, held the last remnants of pure magic. It was the heart and soul of the forest, and without it, all hope would be lost.
Liora, there are 3 sacred relics lost long ago. These relics are hidden in the most enchanted and perilous parts of the forest. Each relic holds immense power and is guarded by ancient magic and formidable creatures. They are the only things that can restore me. Without them, the heartwood will wither and the forest will fall into eternal darkness.
Liora knew this quest was dangerous, but she didn't hesitate and promised the heartwood she would save the forest. She felt a deep connection to the land and its creatures, and she couldn't bear to see them suffer. Her resolve was unshakable, and her heart was filled with determination. She gathered her courage and set out into the unknown. The path ahead was fraught with danger, but Liora was ready to face whatever challenges lay in her way. She knew that the fate of the entire realm rested on her shoulders.
We are worried, Liora, but we know you are our only hope. Please, return to us safely. The villagers' voices trembled with a mix of fear and hope, their eyes filled with tears as they watched their brave heroine prepare for her journey.
The villagers gathered to say goodbye, giving her their blessings. Liora promised to return. She looked back at the faces of those she loved, drawing strength from their faith in her. With a final wave, she turned and disappeared into the depths of the forest, her heart set on saving the heartwood and restoring peace to the realm. The first relic was the Moonstone, hidden deep within the Whispering Caves, a place shrouded in mystery and legend. These caves were dark and twisting, a maze of passages that seemed to go on forever, inhabited by strange creatures that thrived in the shadows. Liora, with her unwavering determination, used her wits and courage to pass the numerous tests that lay in her path. She sang to the cave crystals, her voice echoing through the caverns, causing them to light her way. The shy glowworms, sensing her gentle spirit, emerged from their hiding places to guide her through the darkness. Each challenge she faced required not just bravery, but also kindness and empathy. Liora knew that the fate of the forest depended on her success, and this knowledge fueled her resolve. After what felt like an eternity of navigating the treacherous caves, she finally reached the heart of the Whispering Caves. There she encountered a giant spider, its many eyes gleaming in the dim light, guarding the precious moonstone. The spider, though fearsome in appearance, was not evil. It was simply lonely, having spent countless years in isolation. Liora, with her compassionate heart, spoke to the spider, learning its story of solitude and longing. She offered it her friendship, a gesture that touched the creature deeply. Sensing the purity and sincerity in Liora's heart, the spider decided to trust her. It carefully handed over the moonstone, a symbol of its newfound trust and friendship. Liora thanked the spider profusely, promising to return and visit it again. With the moonstone in her possession and her spirit soaring high, she continued her quest, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead in the mystical landscape.